took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangsta hippies, women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, know I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? You ready? 56 is the mic. I got it. We got 21. Hey, Alpha. Tonight.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, high 7.
Now Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run, because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Okay, just like that.
General West. Check three.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Rush in. Look at me. Door.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again. Costello. That one complete to Elliott.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Costello firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Topper! I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to hit it.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Let's get it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints 17-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56 to Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Check. Hey, over. You think you won't get this? 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Breeze now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ready. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Kamara trying to right side, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And another tackle broken. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to lead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. 36. 56. Hey, dude. Check 56. Come on, boy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
21. Hey, Roy.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Easy opposite. Easy opposite. Bravo.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Kill. Hey, echo. Check 52. Shoot. Play 56. Here we go. Bring it.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Switch. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Let him.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming out to you. Go, go. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. No chance.
From the gun, Costello. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
You're good.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Double up. You got it.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill. 5-9. 52. Hey, team 6. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch safety creep.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up second down.
Ready?
They go to Elliott again. Oh, nice move. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Go. Go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Roll out.
On first down, Gordon.
Go.
And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
61, matchbox light.
On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Get ready. Watch out.
Go. Watch out. Get it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
90 Wolf.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Army.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
0-2. Bravo.
Right there. 56. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, me and you all day.
Sammy.
I'm coming after you.
Shot.
Kill. Check.
From the 35 on second down, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Kill.
Back to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
We go 21. Hey, Charlie. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the run. 56. Hey, easy. 56. Check, 56. You'll kill.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike, 56. Hey.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check the backer. Check.
Go. Get it.
Looking to throw. Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That's 20 goons in them ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.